Good morning, my dear students. We are here for another Valenzuela live session on Mathematics 7. This time, Quarter 3, Week 8 and 9. I am Sir Rino Ranchay Eres of Mapulang Lupa National High School, your live streaming teacher for this day. Before we start, make sure you have with you your learning packets, notebook, and ballpen, for we will be solving a lot in this lesson. Make sure to try and do your best in every given example. Be active and use our comment box as your way of sharing your answer. Lastly, let's have fun while learning mathematics. At the end of this live session, you as a learner should be able to first construct triangles, squares, rectangles, regular pentagons, and regular hexagon. Second, solve problems involving sides and angles of a polygon. So before we proceed to our lesson proper, let us have some review about the different formulas that we are using in polygons. Our questions are answerable by true or false. So if your answer is true, kindly comment a happy face and sad face if false. You are given 5 seconds to comment your answer. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. For the first statement, a regular polygon is a polygon with all sides equal and all angles are not equal. Your 5 seconds starts now. Again, comment a happy face if your answer is true and sad face if false. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is false. Good job. Next statement. The sum of interior angles of any convex polygon is the quantity n minus 2 multiplied by the quantity 180 degrees, where n is the number of sides. Again, comment a happy face if your answer is true and sad face if false. You have 5 seconds. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is happy face. It's true. Okay, next statement. For any polygon, the measure of each interior angle is the quantity n minus 2 times 180 degrees all over n, where n is the number of sides. Again, comment a happy face if your answer is true and sad face if false. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is false. Okay, next statement. The sum of the exterior angle of any convex polygon is 360 degrees. Again, comment a happy face if your answer is true and sad face if false. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, time's up. So the correct answer is true. So if your answer is true, you're correct. Okay, for the last statement, the number of sides of a regular polygon is 360 degrees over E, where E is the measure of each exterior angle. Okay, is it true or false? Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, so the correct answer is true. It's a happy face. So let's ask. So from our review a while ago, we get this formula. So I am sure that you are familiar with this. First, this is the first formula, sum of interior angles of any convex polygon. This is used to get the sum of all interior angle of a regular polygon. Second is we use this in looking for the measurement of each interior angle. Again, where n is the number of sides. Okay, so this is the third formula, the exterior angle sum theorem of any regular polygon, wherein it is 360 degrees all over n, and it is used when we are looking for the measurement of each exterior angle. And for the fourth formula, it is for use in looking for the number of sides does a polygon have using the measurement of exterior angle. Again, it is where n is is the number of sides, and E is the measurement of each exterior angle. So for today's live streaming session, we have two topics to discuss. First is constructing a regular polygon, and second, problem solving involving sides and angles of a polygon. But let us first discuss how to construct a regular polygon. I know many of you have the talent in drawing, and I guess you are familiar with the polygons we are going to construct. Are you ready? So let's start. So let's start with a triangle. Are you familiar to the shape of a triangle? I know all of you know what is a triangle, but today we will construct a regular triangle. Again, when we say regular polygon, these are polygons whose sides have equal measurements and as well as its angle. Okay, for the first step, let us draw a line segment using a straight line. Using a sige, sige. 3, 2, 1. So our first step is to draw a line segment using straight edge and name it as line segment AB. Okay. Next is step 2. Measure the length of line segment AB using a compass by placing the needle point on A and the pencil on B. For our third step, without changing the opening of the compass, draw an arc on either half planes created by line segment AB. With the same compass setting, place the needle point of the compass at B and draw an arc that intersects the arc created in step 3. And label the point of intersection as C. Then draw a line segment AC and line segment BC. So the points where the two partial circles intersect is C. Nawala na ako. Okay. So now we already have a regular triangle or simply an equiangular equilateral triangle. Okay. Next figure is a square. Okay. So the first step is to draw a line segment using a straight edge and name it as line segment AB. The next step is extend the line segment AB and use a compass. Mark two arcs from B on the line. Mark the point as F and G. Next, mark arcs from point F and G above the line segment AB, and the point where the arcs meet is named point H. Next step is join the point B and H using a ruler or a straight edge. Next is set the compass to the radius of line segment AB and mark the arc from points A and B. The points where the arc intersects line segment BH is the vertex of C and of the square. Next, with the same radius on the compass, mark an arc from point C on the previously drawn arc above the point A and mark the points of intersection as point D. Next is join the point C and D as well as A and D to get the required square ABCD. So now we already have a regular quadrilateral or simply a square. So after constructing a polygon, let's proceed to problem solving involving sides and angles of a polygon. But before we start, let us have some review again about the formula that we might use in every given example. Okay, again, these are the 4 formulas we are about to use in solving problems involving sides and angles of a regular polygon. Again, where N is the number of sides and E is the measurement of each angle. Okay, are you familiar with the word awit? I know many of millennials like you already know what is the meaning of this. Can you comment what is the meaning of awit in millennial term? Okay, you are correct. It means aw, sakit, or in English, ouch, it hurts. But in today's discussion, we will use the word awit as our step in solving problems involving sides and angles of a polygon. Okay, so A is for analyze the problem. We must read and understand the given problem to be able to answer it correctly. W, it stands for write the formula. Since we already analyzed the problem, we must identify the formula that we need to use. Next is I, is for input the given values in the formula to get the answer. Using the formula that we choose, let us input the given to get the final answer. And lastly, T, which means test if the obtained answer is correct. Make sure that you do not violate any mathematical rules and check the solution at least twice to check the answer if it is correct. You could also use construction and measuring it some polygons to verify your answer. So, are you ready for our first problem? Okay. Raymond wants to make a regular pentagonal kite. To make it possible, he make a pattern on the floor. Would you mind to help him in making the pattern? Okay, very good. So let's help Raymond in making the pattern of his kite. So using the guide on your screen, we can now help Raymond to make a pattern. I suggest you to follow the steps on the screen so you will be able to want to create it. So the first step is create a circle wherein the center is O and draw a diameter and mark the ends of A and B. Next is construct a perpendicular bisector of line AB at O and label the point C where the circle intersects by, by, by the bisector. Next, draw a perpendicular bisector of a segment CO forming its midpoint D. Next, draw a small circle using the radius DC and the center is D. Next is draw a line from B through D intersecting the small circles at point F. Next is set the width of the compass at B and create an arc through F and name the intersection point of the big circle as point G. Next, measure the arc AG and use it as you draw a broad arcs crossing the specific circle. Next, draw a line between each point A, G, I, H, and J. And we are done. The result is regular pentagon AGIJH inscribed in the circle. Now let's answer this problem using the steps that we have, which is the awit. What is the measure of each interior angle of a kite? So this is the pattern of Raymond's kite. To be able to help Raymond, we should analyze the problem. Again, Raymond wants to know the measure of each interior angle of his kite. So let us use this formula. Regular polygon interior angle formula. So next is let's input the given since a pentagon of 5 sides, we will interchange the value of n as 5. And lastly, test if the obtained answer is correct. Make sure you do not violate any mathematical rule and check your answer at least twice. We have 540 degrees divided by 5, it is equal to 108 degrees. Therefore, we can conclude that the measurement of each angle of a pentagon is 108 degrees. So, second problem. Michelle is about to eat her piatos, but suddenly she wonders what is the sum of all interior angles of a chip of a piatos. Can you help her? Okay, very good. Let us help Michelle. Since we already analyzed the problem, let us try to make an illustration like this. So we are looking for the sum of measurement of all interior angles. So we will use this formula. Since a piatos chip is a hexagon, then it has 6 sides. Therefore, we will interchange the value of n by 6. And lastly, if we will simplify, what would be our answer? I will give you 10 seconds to answer. So the correct answer is 720 degrees. Therefore, we can conclude that the measurement of sum of all interior angles of a hexagon is 720 degrees. Next, for our third problem. Arlene told her son John to buy a mirror for their new house. She told him to get a mirror which is regular polygon and the measure of each exterior angle of it is 40 degrees. How many sides does it have? So, let's analyze first the problem. John wants to know the number of sides of the mirror where each exterior angle is 40 degrees. Next step is write the formula. Okay, I will give you 5 seconds just to comment the formula that we need to use. Your 5 seconds starts now. Okay, so since we are looking for the number of sides of a regular polygon, we will use the number of sides using the exterior angle. So we will use this formula, 360 degrees divided by the measurement of exterior angle. Now, let's input the given values into the formula to get the answer. Okay. Kindly comment the mathematical sentence for this. I will give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay. So, your mathematical sentence must be 360 divided by 40. And lastly, if we try to simplify it, I will give you 10 seconds to answer. Okay, so the correct answer is 9. Therefore, the shape of the mirror that John will buy is a nonagon or 9-sided polygon. Are you ready for our last problem? Okay. Anna wants to know the measure of the missing angle for her pentagonal line as shown in the figure below. Let us determine the value of x. Okay, first let's analyze the problem. So we need to analyze the problem. The only thing that we know is Anna have a pentagonal line and she wants to know the measure of angle x, this angle. Okay, we are looking for the measurement of one angle, but we must know first the sum of all interior angles. So let us write the formula. Kindly write the formula. I will give you 5 seconds. So this is the formula for the sum of interior angles. We have n minus 2 times the quantity 180 degrees. Kindly input the given values into the formula to get the answer. I will give you also 5 seconds to comment your answer. Okay, since it is a pentagonal line, we will input 5 as the value of n. So we will have 5 minus 2 times the quantity 180 degrees. And lastly, let us test if the obtained answer is correct. Kindly simplify. I will give you 10 seconds to answer. So the correct answer is 540 degrees. But we are not yet done because we are looking for the value of the missing angle. So let us use 540 degrees as the sum of the interior angle of the pentagonal line. Since the sum of interior angle is 540 degrees and the other 4 angles have already the values, let us equate it. So we have measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 2 plus measure of angle 3 plus measure of angle 4 plus measure of angle 5 is equal to 540 degrees. So if we will add that, we have 80 plus 120 plus 90 plus 150 plus x is equal to 540. And if we will simplify the left side of the equation, we have 440 plus x is equal to 540. And we will use addition property of equality. We will have the answer x is equal to 100. Therefore, the measure of the missing angle is 100 degrees. For our summary, to construct a regular polygon, you can use compass, protractor, straight edge, or any geometric software by applying the definition and properties of these regular polygons. Second is, in solving word problems, we could also use awit as our step. Again, A is for analyze the problem, W is for write the formula, I is for input the given values in the formula to get the answer, and T is for test if the obtained answer is correct. Before I end our FB live streaming today, I want to give to you these following quotations. Okay, look at life in brighter perspective. Every problem has its corresponding solution. Second, there are different ways on how to solve a problem. And lastly, continue solving until you came up with the solution. Again, I am Sir Reynel Renchay Eres of Malpalang Lupa National High School. Thank you and stay safe.